Welcome in to Chalk Talk Social. It is Friday, September 19th. I'm here as always with my co-host Iman. Iman, what is going on? How are we doing today?
Ooh, thank God it's Friday. We feeling good. You see, I got the Versace's on today, Austin. So I made a couple dollars on FanDuel all week. I got a good parlay going tonight, so I'm feeling kind of better living tonight.
Yeah. Well, then I'm excited to see who you got winning this weekend. I might have to make some moves and some wagers if you're running a hot streak right now or something.
Yes, I've really been running a hot streak. I've been racking up in track and field and football. I've been killing it. So I'm telling you, I'll see some plays.
Okay, well, I'm ready to hear it. As usual, on a Friday, we're going to rip through a couple stories that came up from the week. Nothing too crazy this week. You know, a couple things and more so off the field stuff. And then our new fan segment for this week, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to run through a bunch of, not a bunch, but some fan tweets, some comments. We're going to check the pulse of a couple of 0-2 teams in the NFL, see how the fans are feeling about it. They got things to say per usual as fans, and we're excited to share some of those thoughts. And then we're going to jump in. A majority of today's is going to be the weekend preview. We got some games we're watching out in the NFL. We got some games we're looking forward to in college football. We got a massive series between the Astros and the Mariners this weekend that may just decide the AL West. And then, per usual, we're going to wrap it up Newsdesk with Joey running us through it. So why don't we just crack right on into it? First story from the week. Yeah, first story from the week. It's come up. We've talked about it on the show a little bit. But Tom Brady in that booth with the headset on. A lot of people now like, hey, we're back. Oh, we got the video. Like, Tom Brady just sitting up there chilling, listening. And now fans are talking again as, is there some type of advantage? Is something shady and fishy going on here? What are your thoughts on this one?
Listen, and initially when he first got the job, people ask about, hey, is this going to be a conflict? Him being part owner and all of that. We know, and first of all, we know Tom Brady is a savant of football. If you think he's not looking at film of everybody that the Raiders play, then you're a fool. And he knows what he's looking at. He knows defenses. He knows offenses for sure. And let's be clear, media actually has privilege to a lot of information that coaches won't have. I mean, because they do the backstories on athletes. And listen, if you're coaching football, you want to know if somebody's wife having a baby this week, who's been up all night, who's the party animal on the team. And when you're media, you ask those questions when you're meeting with the team all week. Hey, who's the leader? Hey, who's been doing this? Hey, who's a little injured, but it hasn't been reported? He has information that coaches don't have. So to me, I definitely think just the fact that he's Tom Brady, let's be clear, he didn't win all those Super Bowls because he doesn't know football.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, and it makes it all a little more suspicious that, hey, Chip Kelly coming out, doing a little public relations tour, Chip Kelly saying, hey, Tom's involvement with me is I just spend a lot of time talking football with him. We don't talk about game plans. Yeah, hey. Just tell us that he's sliding some under the table stuff without, hey, I can have a conversation with you, Iman, right now and implicate a couple, 2, 3 things without, saying a couple, 2, 3 things, if you know what I'm saying. So it's like, what types of conversations are they really having? And again, the way I put it is, imagine this is Jerry Jones. How you feeling if this is Jerry Jones? If you're someone defending is like, oh, nothing's going on. There's nothing shady. You're looking too much into it. Okay. So if it was Jerry Jones and it was against your team, what would you say about it? Right? I mean, like, oh, yeah, well, they're different people. It's like, bitch, I'm telling you.
Exactly.
The guy's up there listening, and look, like I said, when we first talked about this, I don't think it's going to be something totally malicious. But to say it's going to be 100% pure and free of sin is just no way in hell I'm buying that narrative.
Hey, Austin, my mom used to say I was born that night, not last night. So, first of all, Chip Kelly, if you have Tom Brady in a room and you're not asking him about the game plan, you're a fucking idiot. Just period. If you got him in the room with you and you don't ask game plans, you're an idiot.
A couple problems with that one. Yeah, there's a couple problems with that one. So, I don't know. And look, I don't know where this goes. Obviously, the league is well aware, and it's like not something that's just like fans spewing shit about. Like the league is well aware and looking at it, and Lord knows. I mean, I don't think anyone's got much faith in Roger Goodell to do good things.
Shit.
So I mean, yeah. So whatever. What's really going to come of this? I doubt anything. Oh no. Okay, Tom. What? Maybe we just go back to how it was. Like you can't do these things, but then like we're going to go back into this spinning circle of okay, why is he even doing this? Then that's a big part of the job of the media job is to have those interviews, have those conversations, so you come prepared. Tom would just be raw dogging it on a Sunday without those notes that he was present for and just taking other people's notes. I mean, it's I don't know.
And like we talked about it last week, Tom Brady is a made man. The NFL still needs Tom Brady and his name, his looks, his likeness, all of that. Let's remember when he was with New England, all the controversy they had. I mean, Tom's a made man, so no matter if it is or not, nothing's gonna be done. But come on, Austin, we talking sports. We're not dumb. I'm just being honest. We're not dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't put a sheep in front of my face and tell me it's a lion and get me to believe it. All right, a little bit more lighthearted one for number 2. Again, this one's more on the sports culture side, but it raises an interesting topic. Stephon Diggs and Cardi B are now expecting a baby, and now because of this, we must discuss who is. We should probably do a top 5 ranking of power couples. Athlete power couples, athlete celebrity power couples. I think I want to see if the Diggs Cardi B thing here is going to crack our top 5. I mean, Iman, if we do that, let's do it. Let's do a celebrity couples, celebrity power couples, celebrity athlete power couples top 5. I'll let you lead it off. Who's at number 1? Do you think?
Listen, fans got to listen to this show, and if you know, I am a big Swiftie, so it is always gonna be Kelsey and Miss Taylor Queen Swift. She's just let's be clear. She's a billionaire. There's no other power couple that has a billionaire wife.
Oh, yeah.
She's a billionaire, and she make good songs, can sing. She's good looking, a little tall, skinny for me. I like tall, but I need a little bit more meat on my bones. But listen, don't tell my girl I would leave her tomorrow for Taylor Swift. So yeah, I'm going with Travis. Yeah, she can't hear me. She all the way in the other room. Taylor Swift, Kelsey, number 1.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's a pretty. I mean, they're huge. That's internationally known type huge. That's a respectable, even if you don't like it or not. I'll rip this into number 2. I'm struggling on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tossing back a few names here, and I think I'm going to go Russell Wilson and Ciara. I think I'm going to do that. Longevity definitely matters, and we got to remember Ciara's fucking run when she was big. I mean, when I was a bit younger too, but I remember that. And Russell Wilson, he got a couple Super Bowls under his belt. They got what's their kid count?
Two is his, and then he named future son with his last name now. So 3 overall, but only 2 is his. Yeah. Listen. Don't get me to explain that.
Okay. Family ties. All right, we have to consider the family. So I'm going to put them at number 2. Even though I feel like I could have gone so many places with number 2. What do you got for number 3 though?
I gotta go with David and Victoria Beckham. Let's be clear. David Beckham is one of those white guys that everybody loves. He's like he's the world's probably sexiest man alive.
He's up there.
So no matter what Victoria was, his clout on his side just makes the whole couple look good. Because, I mean, come on. I mean, just hair is still good. Could I play Uno reverse card? I want that to be number 2. That's got to be number 2. I'm sorry, Russ. I'm kicking him down to 3. That's what I was thinking. So that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Because that was my backup for number 2, and then just hearing you talk about it, yeah, I gotta bump in the 2 and go to 3. So I'll take 4. And okay, I'm gonna go. Ooh, you might not agree with this one. I'm gonna go Paul Skeens and Olivia Dunn. I'm going to go with them. I'm going to put them 4 over D Wade and Gabriel Union. You're man. Stop! Don't be like that. You're making me feel bad. Oh, you're right. That's tough. That's tough. So, yeah, those are interchangeable. Paul Skeens currently just, and you know what? I think the Livy Dunn thing is like more my generation or Gen Z type
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
It's fresh. It is super insanely popular right now. Whereas like D Wade and Gabriel Union, like that's kind of in the background. You don't really hear about it much. Whereas like Paul Skeens, Livy Dunn are like you hear about that shit once a week. So in modern pop culture, I think that's why I'm putting them number 4 for me right now, taking the present into consideration a little bit.
This last one I want to, and this is only because initially this guy didn't even have a name. But I gotta honestly say, I watch the games now, and he's starting to make plays. So I'm gonna go last with Simone Biles, and he's not Simone Biles' boyfriend anymore. It's Jonathan Owens. I swear, I looked at the game last week. He made a good play on the goal line. He's getting. He used to be a special team guy, so I think the female kind of elevated him, and it was so player how he got her. He said, "I didn't even know who she was." Now, what's more player? You didn't know who Simone Biles was. Let's be clear.
Uh-huh.
So I just respect his playership, his pimping, his. I gotta play dumb with her so I can get her. I'm putting him at 5 just because. And Simone Biles, let's be clear, she might be one of the most accomplished female athletes of all time. You got Serena Williams, maybe. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I say Serena, and then it's a hard press for anybody else.
That's
a hard press.
That's fair. Now, I do think Simone Biles kind of carries that relationship. And look, I like Jonathan Owens. He was a Green Bay Packer, so respect to Jonathan Owens. I love that we got Simone Biles being a Packer fan for a little bit. That was cool. I love that jacket she had. It was looking good. She looked good in the green and gold, so I'm all about it. I think she's carrying that relationship a bit. Let me tell you, I've seen Jonathan Owens play enough coverage in football to know that someone's carrying that relationship. Hey, he's nice in the box though. He come and lay a boom in the box though. I'll tell you what. But
Man.
Hey, please do not ask my guy to be in coverage. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
But hey, I respect that decision. I respect that 5. So Diggs and Cardi B aren't cracking our top 5 though. Where would you pay some? So the remaining couples are going to be Wade and Gabriel Union. And those two. So where do you play them?
And Josh Allen. I think.
And Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld. Yep.
So this is my thing, Austin. You got to – so I stay in the DMV. Been here for a minute. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of versed on who Stephon Diggs is. This guy is the player now. Let's be clear. He is known in locker rooms. So I don't even think they're a couple. Let's be clear. All right, so let me put it out there. I don't think they're a couple. I think she was kind of on the rebound with him. So they have to make it official. Engagement, marriage. I even want to see him come on TV and say, I love her. For me, even to put them in a couple, because I know Stephon Diggs. You see, the other girl just came out and said her baby is 1 month year old, and it's his, and he said he needs to take the blood test. So I don't think they're a couple. I don't know. I don't think they're a couple. So, and if Cardi's album's not good, they're definitely not, because her album drops today, Friday. Yes, going to be listening to it.
Okay.
If it's good, then we can move her up. If it's bad, he's a bad influence on her. So
all right, I think that's fair. You know, hey, Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld, married. I think we got to put them above him. D-Wade. Okay, so they're probably 8. They're probably number 8 because, like you said, not even a real couple right now. This is all happened. There was rumors swirling, and now it's like, oh, we got a baby, but that does not mean there is love, like you said. So yeah, I think they don't crack top 5. They don't crack top 7. All right. So that's kind of like the from the week stuff. Again, not a ton going on, but there are some things we'll cover later on. Obviously, Cal Raleigh, big shout outs to him. He set the record now for most home runs in a single season from a switch hitter. He's 4 away from 60.
9 games less.
Yeah, and he's 1 away from breaking the Mariners' all-time record. He's tied with Griffey right now. So, hey, big shouts to Cal. He's on a record-setting streak. But you know what, man? Again, and I don't think he wins MVP without 60 and without the Mariners winning that division. I'm just going to be flat out honest.
I think he's going to get 60, though. Remember, I said it a few weeks ago.
You did say it.
He's 4 away with 9 games left and got Houston, the Dodgers, and the Rockies left. He's going to – listen, trust me. I said it. I believe it. He's going to get 60, and now I'm sold that he's going to win because he's going to get 60. I'm telling you, he's going to get 60. Just watch. I said it.
Man, I wish that series with the Rockies was in Colorado. You get that elevation behind a couple of those balls. He's hitting 3 to 4 dingers that series if they're in Colorado. They are in Seattle, though, gosh darn, and they are actually in Houston this weekend. That's going to be a big preview. But before we get into the weekend preview for the rest of the episode, let's incorporate this fan segment. What we're going to do is we're going to get a little pulse check on some 0-2 fan bases, see how they're feeling about their teams. Hey, been there. We've all been there as an 0-2 team. Let's start off with the Houston Texans. This one got some buzz on Texans Twitter right now, all right? I'm telling you. All right, this guy, I couldn't tell. Texanico YT on Twitter. Apparently, this is a difficult concept to grasp for y'all. Henry Toa, that's how you say it. Henry Toa, the Texans linebacker, lost us this game. The O-line can be as bad as you want it to be. The defense as a whole can play however the fuck they want. If you're presented with a 4th and 10 late in the 4th while your team is winning and you miss, in all caps, you miss the game-sealing tackle, that is your fault. Hopefully I added the emphasis there. Back to not all caps. Sure, the O-line sucked ass. It doesn't fucking matter because we were winning and Toa allowed Mayfield to get the first to keep the game alive. Can't believe I have to talk football with some of you that can't understand that. Iman, what's your pushback on that one? I mean, the Texans fans, for context, were saying, you're a fucking idiot. It's a team game. He did fuck up that one play, but he didn't lose them the game.
Yeah, Texanico YT. Listen, I played football from 5 till I was 20. Listen, no game is won or lost off one play. Now, yes. Now, if you getting paid millions of dollars, making a tackle on Baker Mayfield shouldn't be hard. But I admit, I mean, that shouldn't be hard. Pause. That shouldn't be hard at all. But we just all understand that, wins and losses aren't in one play. Those don't determine it. I mean, because he's a good player now, too, though. Now, let's not take away that he can play, too. But I just think the offense is sputtering like shit. Like, C.J. Stroud don't look like the rookie C.J. Stroud. And I know they don't have the receiving core and, everything in place that he had his rookie year. But Texanico, come on, man. Not one play, brother. Give him a break. Hopefully he'll come back. I would have made that tackle. I'm being honest. I would have made that tackle. I would have shot his cuff, though. I would have shot his cuffs. Baker Mayfield probably would have never played another game in his life. I'd have made sure I'm taking everything below the knee off. I'm telling you.
Bust a shin up. Yeah, I mean, his thing was like, look, if he makes that tackle, the Texans get the ball back and kneel it out, it's game over. That's his, defending argument on what y'all just said, which, a lot of ball game before that very moment to have won that game. All right, what's the next fan comment? All right. We'll wait on the next fan comment to pop up. All right. You want to take this one, Iman?
Yep. Talking Giants. Giants have continued to suck the life out of pause. That's another pause. Giants have continued.
It's a horny episode.
Yeah, line. Giants have continued to suck the life out of a fan base that just wants to watch decent football. What do you think, Austin? Suck the life is wild.
Hey, how we doing? I mean, that Cowboys game, I wasn't expecting them to be in it at all. It was definitely a heart-wrenching loss to lose the way they lost that game too, just with that walk-off field goal. Brennan Aubrey, Jesus, might be the best kicker of all time, but they look better than I thought they would. That said, Cowboys defense kind of sucks a big one, right? So I don't know. I think it's fair. They got a quarterback problem, even though Russell Wilson looked good. I don't think anyone's sold that that's what they want and that they're confident in that. So when you don't have confidence in the quarterback, it's hard to have confidence everywhere else. The run game is not ideal right now at all. They're struggling there. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. My soul's a little sucked from that one too.
But coming in the season, though, Austin, what did everybody say? Their defense was going to be legit. They probably have the best front four. They got 40-some points put on them. But
Yeah.
if you can continue to keep getting good play out of Russell Wilson, hopefully they can keep you in every game. But Giants, y'all haven't been good in years. Just you're okay. Y'all haven't been good in years. So
yeah.
Eli's not coming back. So just chill with this team now.
Yep. All right. What's the next comment we got? How we feeling? Let's check the next. Let's check up the next fan base. All right. Let's go to the Miami Dolphins. We got a couple for the Dolphins. First one here is Eldon Jensen, EJ Football. He's got to say, haters told me McDaniels couldn't save the Dolphins. Haters told me Tua couldn't save the Dolphins. Haters told me the Dolphins will always find a way to Dolphin. They were correct. Honestly, a good call from the haters. Fins up.
I mean, just another organization. Y'all haven't been good since Dan Marino. Let's be clear. Y'all need to clean house, though. I'm okay with him being okay with nothing's going to help them. Actually, and they balling tonight, though. I can't say that now.
Hey, Dolphins are kind of
14. Yeah,
it's 21-14 Bills in the third quarter,
okay.
But not a horrible game so far from the Dolphins, surprisingly. Besides their defense is kind of getting cooked here and there. All right, what's the next Dolphins one?
I fucking hate. All right, this is Haterhood, H8ER Hood. No chance I'm playing for a guy wearing off-white shoes, capri sweats, a gold watch as an NFL coach. As a player, I'm with you. I fucking hate. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make another TikTok. Y'all got to remember this guy when he was in like San Fran or LA. He did not dress like this. Like, why are you trying to be so fucking cool and you look like come on, Austin.
He looks like a dickhead.
Yeah, like that's not swag anyway. Like, I hate them fucking shades. And who wears capri sweats in football?
Yeah. Oh, you just know Tom Landry and Vince Lombardi are spinning in their graves, spinning. All those old timers will get out and just if they could jump out the grave and drop kick Mike McDaniels, they would absolutely do it because that's a look, that's a choice. Mike McDaniels making a choice, and look, I respect. Sometimes us white dudes got to do a little bit more to try to look flashy now. Like we don't look as good in some outfits, so I respect he's trying. But I'm going to need his stylist to step the fuck up and do something else. Please, God.
Listen, Joe Burrow, he needs to get his stylist because Joe Burrow is a smooth dressing white boy. I'll tell you that right now.
See, it is possible. All right, next one. We got Gina Moscato saying Pee Wee League football teams have better defense than the Miami Dolphins. And again, this one is in reference to their game against the Bills. Josh Allen is out there just underhand flicking footballs for touchdowns because he doesn't respect anything of this Dolphins defense at all. You see that? I don't know if you saw it. He's just like underhanding you just will flick, touchdown, no respect, right between two Dolphins players too. Not a real pass. I think the fans are quite pissed by the Dolphins defense. It's appearing.
Yeah, Gina Moscato was looking kind of cute. I kind of
hey Gina. Hey, and the Dolphins have four corners. I think they got four corners injured tonight versus the Bills too. Like that defense is cooked right now. All right, what's the next one?
Sadiq Crates, Sadeek Creates.
Sadiq Creates, yeah.
Yep, Sadiq Creates. The Bears have been eliminated. Joey, I'm sorry. I'm just reading it, Joey. I'm sorry, my producer, Joey. The Bears have been eliminated from 2025, 2026, 2027 playoffs. That's and I'm gonna elaborate this on later with the 0-2 teams, but this fucked up. I don't like that. But I'm sorry, Joey. We didn't tweet that.
Yeah, I think he's referring to the remaining duration of Caleb Williams' rookie contract there. This one's pretty plain and forward from Tino. Fire Ryan Poles has this to say. Fuck Ryan Poles, period. I think there's a lot of Bears fans feeling that same way, especially after that Tyler Dune article calling out, hey, they didn't even evaluate other quarterbacks. They just went straight into Caleb Williams. Just even if that's real or fake, that hurts to have in the back of your head. And what's the next one?
Goodness grief. Hey, we are pouring on, Joey. Depressed Bears fans. DEP, I don't know if that's how he and the rest of it, or Depp Bears fan, maybe that's how he pronounced his name. The three certainties of life. We all gonna die, we all gonna pay taxes, and the Bears sucking at football. Damn.
Some things never change.
Yeah. I was around when y'all won it all with Jim McMahon and the 85 Bears. I was only 3, but I was here, and I remember it because y'all had a team. But y'all invented the 4-6 Bear defense.
Did some good things once upon a time. It's been a struggle ever since. All right, and then for the Panthers, we got Fire John Harbaugh, NBA, tweeting out, Xavier, get the fuck off my team. Xavier Leggett, before week 3 here, has more targets. Listen to this shit. Xavier Leggett has Panthers wide receiver, has more targets than Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, oh man, I don't even remember the list. The list keeps going on with names like that who you would think are very obviously have more targets than Xavier Leggett, but somehow don't. And somehow Xavier Leggett has 4 catches for 8 yards, 3 catches for 8 yards, something like that. Not good stats considering the amount. I think he's got 15 targets on the season. And yeah, he's got 4 catches for 8 yards, including a game with 1 catch for -2 yards. Fans are kind of like, what the fuck's with this guy? They still have some hope, but like, wow. So that's kind of the fan comments from this week, what we were seeing from the 0-2 teams. And why don't we just start right there, I guess. If we're talking about 0-2 teams, let's go into the weekend preview. We'll get into some games that we're taking a closer look at. But let's start on the basis of 0-2 teams. Iman, would love to hear who you think of these 0-2 teams is like the best team or the team with the biggest chance to like still make the playoffs. And for context, we got the Chiefs, Texans, Bears, Dolphins, Giants, Jets, Titans, Saints.
So we all know the obvious. Everybody would choose the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes is just the difference maker. So let's leave them out of the conversation. I'm still bullish on the Chicago Bears because they have the most talent out of all of these 0-2 teams. The Jets don't have the firepower. The Saints, Spencer Rattler's at quarterback. That just says enough.
Yeah, the conversation ends there.
Yeah, Titans, no receiving core. I actually like Cam Ward's pretty good. The Jets, maybe, but fresh coach, new coach, defensive guys. I've never been high on defensive head coaches. I mean,
Me neither.
I don't think they put enough time into the offense. So I'm actually still bullish on Chicago Bears because they're loaded. I just think Caleb has to just will it in, play, in the system. He just got to play better. NFL football is about quarterback play. Ben Johnson is clever, and if Caleb Williams can just play better on time, making the right reads. I mean, hitting the layups. I mean, some passes he missed are the layups. You really take it first week. If he make a couple good throws, they might win. So I just think I'm super bullish on the Chicago Bears doing better in the stretch because they're just so, I mean, they're loaded on offense. Their defense isn't bad. So outside of the Chiefs, because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Andy Reid is Andy Reid. They're going to get it together. I think they're a little old, but with Rice coming back and Xavier Worthy, but I'm going to go with Chicago Bears. And like I said, it's not just because our producer Joey is a Chicago Bears fan. I'm just calling it from rosters on paper. There's the best.
Yeah, they got a lot of firepower on that offense. I saw a stat today. I think they're struggling real bad in run blocking, and that injury to Jalen Johnson at corner is just hurting them bad. They need him. I respect the shit out of him. He's a good dude. Like when Christian Watson went down with an injury, Jalen Johnson was right there. Kind of pray with him quick. So, I respect a player like that. And, I hope he can get better, even though I don't, because he's really fucking good and he can lock you down. I think the Bears missing him is a huge, huge, huge hit to that. He's one of the best corners in football. And, obviously if you don't have your top defensive player, which I would argue he's up there with the Bears' top defensive player, you're going to be hurting. So I think, obviously that Lions game was not ideal, but I'm with you. I think it's obvious. Everyone would say the Chiefs, despite like the struggles, despite the fact that the defense is looking a little disjointed. Again, Mahomes has been doing better on the ground. He's running the ball again, and once Worthy, he's coming back. Rice comes back, like you said. Yeah, and they got Hollywood Brown, they got Juju Smith-Schuster. So, I mean, as their fourth receiver, and obviously they got Kelsey. They always make Kareem Hunt work. So, and Andy Reid and Mahomes, like, realistically, that's a team. That's the only two teams that's going to make the playoffs, especially in that division. Least amount of friction. I'm going to go my 0-2 team with, I think, dark horse to still make the playoffs is the Texans. To get back on that, I think they really are two plays going a different way that they could be 2-0. That Toa, I don't know, Jesus. The Toa, like, missed tackle, that, again, he gets that. I'm not going to say he's the reason they lost, but he gets that. That's game over. That's a win. The other one is the red zone fumble that cost them the game. That kind of sank it. So they have the star power on defense. Will Anderson has been a fucking freak this season. He's a monster, man. And they got all the quality on offense, right? I mean, they're going to get Tank Dell back eventually. So I think the bad part is, and why I don't have him above the Chiefs right now, is Stroud hasn't recovered from the sophomore slump. Anyone who's remaining, who still has Stroud in their top 10 quarterbacks, you just need to disregard what they're talking about, because they're using opinion from 2 years ago when he was a rookie, before there was any film on him. There's no reason Stroud's in the top 10 as a quarterback after his rookie season. He's arguably in the bottom 10, more than he's not in the bottom 10. So he got out of it yet. And it's mostly, I think, because that offensive line has been a major issue so far. They have multiple new guys that they're benching. Their run game is poor. They're 31st in success rate and run on designed runs on first and second down. And they've had a lot of, I don't remember what the stat was now, but they've had a lot of long third downs. Not like they're not like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think a majority of I think it was about half of their third downs this season are from 9 yards plus. That's going to be a problem for your offense every single week. So, and then in that division, I just don't think the path is as clear in the AFC South right now. With, the Colts, they're looking good. The Jags, who knows? So I don't know. And I think
and let me ask you this. So we know Ohio State is known for receiver U and cornerback U. The one thing that is on his side that I've never been on a CJ Stroud train is because when's the last Ohio State quarterback that's ever came in the NFL that ever did anything? Because they all have success in college. Let's be clear. I have not seen one.
I'm so happy you said that. I was just talking to someone about this. There isn't one. And you know what it is? It's because they don't teach them the process there. Their system is designed for the first read to be open. You throw the ball to the first read. And they're always throwing to 5-star recruits who can get open like that every damn play. And they come to the NFL and they can't process for shit. Because they're not taught.
Nothing. Because if you look at all the receivers, they're all NFL superstars, Pro Bowlers. So if I had that in college playing against the Big Ten, I'm telling you, Austin, if I got recruited, I would have been in the NFL right now playing quarterback. And I'm telling you, listen, I was good, but I wasn't that good. So I'm just telling you, with all those receivers, all the quarterbacks look good, but they're really –
Yep.
I'm waiting for somebody to name me one. Somebody's Ohio State quarterback that's came in the NFL that done anything.
And if we're being honest, the Ohio State's got more quarterbacks converted into positional players in the NFL that have been successful than Ohio State quarterbacks remaining Ohio State or NFL quarterbacks then, right? You got Terrell Pryor. He did his best ball as a receiver. Braxton Miller, he did his best ball as not a quarterback. So, I mean, and those two had better careers as not quarterbacks than like pretty much anyone else. I mean, Cardell Jones, it wasn't working.
Oh my God!
How far back do you have to go? Honestly, Braxton Miller, Terrell Pryor, Cardell Jones, C.J. Stroud. None of them are good yet. None of them have been good. C.J. Stroud, TBD.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields bad.
5 and out. Yeah, I mean, Will Howard won a national title, but he's not going to be good in the NFL. Let's be clear.
Maybe I think he's got the best situation. Learning under Rodgers is better than any of these other dudes had. All these other dudes, like, think about it. Stroud and Fields, what did they walk into? Who did they have to mentor them? Who did they have to learn from? Not shit.
Yeah.
At least he's sitting under Rodgers learning. At least he's got Mike Tomlin, a really disciplined, fucking get you right type of head coach. And there's some stability in Pittsburgh. So he's in at least a situation I think can make him okay. dude, I can't think of the quarterback. I can't.
Yeah, I
It must be
listen. I
before
just
my
pulled up
time.
a list. Yeah,
What do we got?
Art Schlichner, and he was. I seen a documentary on him. He was terrible too when he got to Indianapolis Colts. I mean, I'm looking at none.
Who
Oh
else?
my!
Who's more recent? Who's around the Terrell Pryor, before Braxton Miller?
So before Braxton Miller, it says Craig Krenzel. Don't know who that is. Tom Tupa. Don't know who that is. None of them. Yeah, none of these guys.
Isn't that
Bobby Hoyer,
crazy?
I remember him. He's bad. He was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one.
Kurt.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's an Ohio State theme here. There's a theme here that clearly there's something they're not instilling in a quarterback because none of them translate to the NFL. Not a single one is a respectable NFL quarterback. I think Stroud has the most potential. Justin Fields, maybe he's looking a little bit better, but no one who's like, damn, that was an elite quarterback. Not even close to that era yet. Okay. So I think you got Bears as your 0-2 team to make the playoffs, and I got the
Yep.
Texans. We'll have to bet. We'll have to make some a serious bet on that one. See how that goes. But I think we both agree the Chiefs probably the most realistic.
For sure.
All right, let's get into the rest of what's coming up on this weekend, and let's go into some games that we're going to be watching a bit closely this weekend. I'm going to be starting with the Rams versus the Eagles as the game I'm taking a close look at. I really want to see this one. You got the NFL's youngest defense with the Eagles against the NFL's oldest offense with the Rams. The Eagles have speaking of young, they have a league-high 787 defensive snaps this season from its own draft choices selected since 2023. So that's leading ball. And the Eagles' defense, they did look very good against Mahomes, and Vic Fangio has given Sean McVay the business every time he's played. He's 3-0 against Sean McVay in games where he's the defensive play caller and McVay's the head coach. He's 2-0 against them last season, and last season Barkley absolutely cooked the Rams. Cooked them. He had 255 yards and 205 yards. So that's gonna be a problem. The Eagles, though, this season are 15th in defensive EPA in both their wins. There's definitely some question marks around, the veteran leadership, the proven leadership. That's a very young team. That can, with young people become young mistakes that, you learn from down the road, but can cost you a game every now and then. On the other side of the ball, you got the Rams with a lot of firepower everywhere with Puka, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams. Stafford is still doing his thing. McVay is no dummy against the best of the best of the best. And what I'm really interested in this game with the Rams-Eagles is the Rams have been explosive as all hell on offense. They have a 13.4% explosive pass rate, whereas the Eagles are at 1.7%. The Eagles their passing offense is as lethargic and arguably pathetic as it gets right now in the NFL. So that puts them at totally opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of offensive style, where the Rams also have the fourth best explosive run offense percentage in the NFL and the number one explosive rush defense in the NFL. The Rams have not yet allowed a single explosive rush this season, 0%. So against that Barkley who's been cooking them, I'm really curious to see how this matchup is going to end up playing out. I think it could be a really, really good game. And honestly, I'm pulling for Rams here. I'm thinking the Rams play a good, clean game that if you can just stop Hurts and Saquon and just really force Jalen Hurts to pass the ball, that's how you can get to him. Who do you got?
So I'm kind of sticking close to where you're at right now because nobody would have ever guessed that the NFC West, all their teams would be doing pretty well. So I'm sticking around and I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. And part is because I really want to see, I'm telling y'all, I really want to see Kyler Murray get over the hump in his career because I know he's just immensely talented guy. We're talking about a guy who was drafted in MLB. We're talking about a guy who's 5'9", but has a cannon for an arm. I mean, and if you ever seen him run, he's like the road runner feet. I don't know if he's actually covering a lot of ground, but he has like the fastest moving feet I've ever seen in my life. And I think now the time is to get San Francisco where Brock Purdy is hurt. And granted, Kyle Shanahan has been known to make bad quarterbacks look good. I know that because last week Mac Jones actually looked like he can play. But I think this week we'll see that he's actually not that good at all. So I'm kind of going for the Cardinals. And I mean, listen, we know that they have the firepower too, but I'm not sure. San Francisco with Mac Jones, just can't. That's another
Hard to
place.
buy in. Hard to buy in.
Alabama quarterbacks is another place
one.
where
Yeah.
if you play quarterback for Alabama, I can't trust you. And like I said, Kyle Shanahan is one of the greatest play callers. I mean, son of Mike Shanahan kind of developed the greatest zone read, zone running scheme ever. So he's a phenomenal play caller. Their defense is always good. Fred Warner is actually playing back at an all-pro level. I mean, he's back playing at an all-pro level, but I just want to see Kyler Murray actually take that hump over. So that's the game I'm going to be watching. And you got to think, if the Rams lose, whoever win that game is going to take number one in the NFC West, which, like I said, I wouldn't have guessed it. That was going to be one of the divisions where everybody will be playing well. So that's the game I'm going to be looking for this weekend. And just to stick on, did you see the Kyler Murray with the Michael Vick and the dog thing? I don't think it's a big deal. So
wait. I think maybe.
2 days ago, he took a picture with his pit bull. He has 2 pit bulls, Kyler Murray, but he had a Michael Vick jersey on, and he posted it online. And I mean, they are tearing in his ass. Tearing in his ass.
Hey, have a little self-awareness there, pal. Yeah. How the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's why I hope that don't affect the game this week. But, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see that because, I mean, it was maybe 2 days ago. He made his apology today. You know, he said he just wasn't just thinking. And granted, the pit bulls are his. And let's say every black quarterback that runs, they looked up to Michael Vick at some point. And I think they said Kyler Murray was like 4 years old when it actually happened. So I'm thinking, well, no, he's not that dumb not to know what happened. So
know what happened. You know what happened. Especially if your whole life is Roundsboro. You know what the fuck happened there. You know, that's crazy moving. Yeah, I mean, hey, as a Trey Benson fantasy football owner, I strongly back your choice here. I've been liking seeing Trey Benson. I loved him coming out of Florida State. I love seeing him get more touches, and he's actually built into that offense. I think they definitely have their next RB once James Conner inevitably is gone after this season, I believe. So they do got good weapons on offense. Kyler, a little road runner, little butterfly, little what's it called, the hummingbird with those feet. But, yeah, I think that's good. All right, other games. The other thing to take note of for this weekend, Chiefs are getting Xavier Worthy back, and they're looking for their first win this season at the Giants, another team who's looking for their first win. So the Chiefs, last time they started 0-2, actually, back in 2014 when Alex Smith was at QB. He was QB1, and Patrick Mahomes was out there being a little freshman in college. The last time they started 0-3 now was 2011. So I don't see them falling 0-3 here. The Giants, however, are 0-2 for the first. The Giants are 0-2 for the 10th time in the last 13 years. Fuck.
God damn.
That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that poor fan base, man. That's tough. And this is also the second straight season they start 0-2. Man, hey. Get right at quarterback, New York Giants. Y'all got Malik Neighbors balling out. Cam Scatterboo looks nice. Tyrone Tracy, can't run, but damn good receiving out of the backfield. And that defense, that front, like you said, that's a lot of dog on that front. That team just should be better. So kind of surprised there. All right, what do we kind of got next going?
What we're moving on to next? I thought we was moving on to college.
Oh no, Burrow.
Oh, Burrow.
Bengals Vikings.
If I had to choose now, let's be clear. I tell people all the time now, and I've heard from sources of people in the NFL, Carson Wentz is an asshole. He's not a locker room guy. But let's not forget, he was going to be an MVP candidate before he got hurt when he was in Philly. We're talking
Been the
about
same.
all the tools in the world. He has a rocket as an arm. He's athletic. He has experience. And we all know that Cincinnati Bengals defense is trash. Vikings have Justin Jefferson, Hawkinson, Aaron,
Jones is hurt. I think Jones is out this
Jones.
week, but Jordan Mason's looking really good.
Jordan Mason is toting that rock in the backfield. Miller is showing off since Jordan Addison's been gone. So when Jordan Addison comes back, that's even more weapons. I just think, and Kevin, another guy that's just a great play caller. He could have me playing quarterback, and I mean he got Sam Darnold $100 million. So I'm going with Minnesota Vikings because I just think Carson Wentz is still a starting quarterback in the league. And I know people don't kill me. Listen, fans may think that I'm just talking. I think if he gets another opportunity, he didn't play bad in Indianapolis. They just didn't like him in the locker room. People hated him. He's an asshole. That's what I'm hearing. He's an asshole. But he didn't play bad in Indianapolis. They just didn't want him. So I just think he's still one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league.
Fair.
So I think I'm going with Vikings because he's just skill set. Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the NFL right now.
Sure. Yeah, there's going to be some bumps, and we know Carson Wentz could just go off and have a 4 interception game, but I don't think you're totally wrong there. And he obviously didn't do anything with the Chiefs. Never needed to do anything with the Chiefs really, besides be a kneel it down specialist at the most. But like I said, this is going to be Browning's 8th career start. He's 4-3 starting with just a tick under 2,000 yards. He's got 12 tugs in his games. And Wentz is, as a starter, 47, 46, and 1. But,
that's unfair. He was on
I was going to say,
team. It was bad.
He had some shit teams.
Yeah, that's a little unfair. He was on the Commanders team, was bad. Yeah, come on now.
No, I think that's fair. You look at besides that Eagles team, the Colts weren't in a good spot when he was there. The Commanders definitely weren't in a good spot when he was there. The Rams, what the fuck did he even do with the Rams? Anything in the Chiefs? He did nothing. I mean, what a promising career at the start. That injury really did derail everything. I think that's fair. I think Vikings got the much better defense, and knowing that freaking Browning's going to take some hits. Jake Browning, pad the fuck up. You're going to take some hits. It don't matter who is a quarterback back there. You're taking hits. That offensive line is going to get you scabbed up a bit. So I think between the Vikings defense and you're right, just the offensive system and the players, I think they'll be able to squeeze this one out. And I'm expecting that defense to get like 6 fucking sacks, like a lot of sacks. All right. So I think that is kind of it for NFL. Let's move into college football. Iman, I guess you can start. I mean, because you've been having a lot of things going on with Florida football, and this year so far has not been the kindest to you, Florida football takes. So if you would like to start with Miami and Florida, the floor is yours.
So Miami versus Florida this weekend, and I gotta honestly say, man, this DJ Lagway thing is getting under me because I don't know if you've seen a video came out this weekend where the starting offensive lineman, I won't say his name, but he's on the bench saying our quarterback is ass. Like they slowed it down, mouth reader. Him and another lineman were actually talking, saying my quarterback is ass, and I feel bad because I made a dumb take saying he is the best quarterback in Florida right now. So, I think that's going to be a runaway game. I think Billy Napier has lost his locker room. I think it's going to be over. I mean, because they spent too much money in NIL. So that's one thing that he begged them to give him a little bit more. I mean, DJ Lagway's getting $4 million. 4 to throw 5 interceptions. They could have literally paid me $50,000 and I could come throw 5 interceptions. So I think it's going to be a 40-point railing. 40-point railing. Because listen, one thing about Carson Beck now, he's getting his little swagger. I remember a couple years ago, he was projected to be the number 1 pick in the draft. I don't know if anybody ever remember that.
He's kind of finding it.
So, he's starting to get his swagger. Miami's starting to get their swagger. I mean, their offense is playing at a lights out level. So I'm off the Florida train. Y'all made me look bad. Billy Napier, you stink. DJ Lagway, your own lineman. I wish I should have sent that video to Joey. The own lineman is caught saying my quarterback is ass. He sees him and if he see him every day, listen, he sees him every day. He's in the meeting rooms with him. He's on the practice field with him. So I gotta believe it when I see it. So I'm all Florida. I think Miami's gonna blow them the fuck out.
That's fair. Hey, Florida's got to win this. It's a must-win. Season's gone. You're done. Doesn't matter what you do after this. And then Canes, man, I think that's a natty champion favorite right now. I'm thinking. Like, I think Bryce Underwood is kind of like been – I don't know who's winning the Heisman this year. But, yeah, like you said, Carson Beck making a statement this year, come back, looking a lot better. I think Canes are the favorites for the championship right now. Moving on, we can get Joey to, if he wants to join this one. The number 9, Illinois fighting Illini versus number 19, Indiana, who, like, my whole life Indiana sucks. Seeing them ranked is crazy. So right now, both teams are 3-0. Illinois quarterback Luke Altmaier is thrown for about 700 yards, 8 touchdowns, no picks so far. Meanwhile, Indiana's quarterback Fernando Mendoza has about mirrored those stats. Both teams have been stingy as all shit on defense. Both are allowing under 8 points a game this season. So for me on this one, after kind of just reading around, looking around, if Indiana can force Altmaier under a lot of pressure, win that turnover battle, they should have a shot. But Illinois, and Joy, you can say how you feel on this one. I feel like Illinois has been real sloppy in terms of Altmaier. Oh, you got it on? Oh, yeah, he's got the Illinois shirt on. You need to wish him some graces because they've been having too many damn mental errors from that offensive line and Altmaier this season that has cost them just with some piss poor execution. So where are you standing on this game?
Well, I got to choose my Illini, but I think what's interesting about this matchup, right, and everyone said it coming in, Illinois is kind of this year's Indiana, right? They got a funky schedule that works in their favor that can sniff a college football playoff spot. And so this is Illinois' first real big test of the year on the road, under the lights in Bloomington. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be fun. I'm stoked. I think they got a real good shot, Illinois, at winning. I think their offense is really starting to click. I know, we mentioned Xavier Scott is out for indefinitely right now on defense, which sucks. But they've really rebuilt this program really strong. And I probably saw 10 wins combined in 4 years I was there, and they had 10 wins last year, right? So it's beautiful to be relevant again. My concern is just offensively, as you mentioned, there are some issues there. And I want to see another wide receiver. I know this is inside baseball, but I want to see another wide receiver this week step up that's not named Hank Beatty. He's had a phenomenal start to the year. He's their lone veteran, but there are a lot of young receivers behind him that are needing to fill the shoes of guys that graduated last year. And I need them, to step up in this game. So I got to give it to Brett and the boys this weekend, taking out Indiana, keeping that undefeated season alive.
All right. Hey, Illinois, y'all.
ILL.
Is that what they'll say? ILL?
It's ILLINI. God, I forgot you're not from here.
Yeah, sorry, man. We're very simple in Wisconsin with our chants. All right. Look, Indiana's offense has been explosive, and Illinois hasn't exactly played a quality football team this year, like you were saying. So
besides Duke, which they killed.
Yeah, which
so on paper it was supposed to be better.
On paper, that game was not even a game. So we'll see. It should be interesting. They're gonna have that offensive line to step the fuck up this week and to protect Altmaier, because if they start getting shaky and Altmaier starts getting shaky and that Indiana defense has been really good, that could get interesting. And then it's going to be on your defense to not let Indiana be explosive. And that should be a good game. That should be a really damn good game, which is Illinois, Indiana. My whole childhood growing up, there's no way you ever watch that game. That is right. That game's so far removed from the TV Big Ten Network only type of game.
BTN Plus. Yeah. That's a basketball matchup. That's why this is so weird. It's like, okay, 1, you're flexed to a night game. 2, you're both ranked. And 3, it's on NBC and it's football, like the home of Notre Dame. NBC is now a matchup of two teams you'd never think would be there. So even if you're not a fan, it's a cool moment for both the schools to have that showcase because it rarely happens. And I'll give you my in-person reviews. I'm going to try to go next weekend to the game in Champaign against USC. But I'm definitely going when they play Ohio State at home. They have the Buckeyes at home this year, one of the biggest games, and I can't even tell you how long down there. So I'm living and dying by my Illini these days.
Well, we'll hope for the best for you, all right? And then let's keep it in the Big Ten while we're at it. Iman, if you want to break down Michigan, Nebraska for us, what are your thoughts on this one?
So, I'm leaning more towards Nebraska because of
you love an upset. I'm learning about that. Learning that about you. You love an upset. The underdog is your guy.
Yeah, but I think their quarterback play right now is going to be just a little bit better. I think Michigan is starting to stronghold Bryce Underwood. Like, why pay this guy all this money and to keep handing the ball off, and then when you try to get him in a rhythm, he hasn't been throwing easy throws and easy layups so he can start seeing the ball in the receiver hands. I just think Nebraska's offense with Dylan Raiola, that is Patrick Mahomes part 2. He even does the hand thing.
He's trying too hard.
No, listen,
come on. It's so cringe.
I like it. Did Kobe steal Jordan's Kobe stole Jordan everything, the way he chewed gum, the way he walked. Kobe talks like Jordan. If people really listen to it, he has tried to have that deep voice like I love it. I'm not lying. I love it. I love Dylan Raiola. You don't?
I feel like you're one of the few people that say, like, yeah, I like seeing Dylan Raiola try to be Patrick Mahomes down to the very pube hair. Like, I don't feel everyone's like, dude, it's so cringe. Fucking just be yourself. Have your own thing. Have your own thing, bro. Like, that's it.
Austin, I grew up.
Why? And his brother's doing it too.
I wore 7 because of John Elway. And I'm going to try to find some film and stuff. Listen, I'm not pigeon-toed. I used to try to walk pigeon-toed during the game. But I'm telling you, when you really have like somebody you look up to and you kind of pattern your game, you start stealing. I like it. I'm not going to lie to you. I like it. And he can ball, though. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
He's a 5-star quarterback now, so he's not just I'm trying to be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes wasn't 5-star, I don't think. He was a little better at baseball at the time, so I think he can ball. So I'm going with theirs because I just think, Michigan is just and why spend all that money for Bryce Underwood with no receivers? He don't even have anybody to throw to. He has nobody on the outside.
No.
So yeah, sure.
I don't think you're gonna get your wish this weekend in terms of seeing him pass the ball more, though, because that's the number 1 ranked pass defense in football, in college football, is Nebraska. The number 1, they give up like no passing yards this season, whereas they get exploited on the ground game, and Michigan is a top ranked run offense in all football. So I think you're gonna see some classic Big Ten ground and pound football out of Michigan this week. So I don't think you're going to get your wish in terms of him passing the ball. But you're right. I mean, look, I think Nebraska, they got really good momentum. Michigan's got experience. They got, I think maybe some higher end overall ability as a team. I kind of like the underdog here. I mean, fuck Nebraska, but hey, I think they could get it. As a Badger fan, naturally, fuck them both. But I could see them getting it.
I want to see what the line is. Maybe the line's not out yet, but I'm telling people now.
I think Michigan's favored a little. I think Michigan's is definitely favored here. Yep. You pull that up. They are. What is it?
I was looking at the wrong.
Oh, it's all right. I'll roll us. You find it. I'll roll us into the next game we're looking at. Number 11 Oklahoma has got number 22 Auburn this weekend. Both teams, again, 3-0. John Mateer looking like a Heisman candidate so far this season. On the flip side, Auburn has had a really, really strong run game, averaging 5.8 yards per carry behind Jeremiah Cobb. Their running back have a really nice start to the season. Auburn's definitely going to try to lean on their run game. They're going to try to keep the ball out of Oklahoma's hands, limit their possessions. I think that's what they're going to have to do to win this game. Oklahoma is definitely going to try to open it up and I think force Auburn into a lot of third downs and exploit any type of pass protection issue is kind of where they're going to be able to step in and To me, I'm thinking I'm taking Oklahoma because of the defense, the home field advantage. Auburn's going to have to really control that line of scrimmage and just be clean and avoid mistakes. If they do that, there's upset potential. But again, I just don't think that they're going to be able to overtake what Oklahoma is looking like a really good football team this season. The better quarterback is wearing red this weekend. So I don't know. I don't know if you got your upset vibes on this one either.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think Brent Venable finally got him a quarterback, and we know his defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to be flying to the one thing you know about a Brent Venable defense, they're going to fly to the ball. So all the running that Auburn want to do is not going to work because they're going to game tackle the whole game. Defense is going to play A1, and he finally has a quarterback. I see. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to keep putting the juju on it. But no, I'm not going with the underdog there. I'm going with Oklahoma in a blowout.
Yep, they got some dogs trying to get off leashes on that defense. I love that. All right, what's the I think this is one of my favorite. This might be my favorite game. Texas Tech, Utah, 16-17. What are you feeling on this one?
Utah in the runaway. Listen, I'm going to tell you, and I don't know, since the Mike Leach days, I just never been a believer of Texas Tech. I mean, we know the offense is always going to be prolific. I just don't think they're going to have enough defense in them. Enough defense in them to play Utah because Utah want to be scrappy. It's in Utah. Playing home there is a big deal. Whittingham been knowing how to recruit big-time players. I think his roster is going to be better than Texas Tech. And, I mean, listen, playing in Utah is no joke. So you're going on the road. You don't have a defense, and Utah's going to want to scrappy and dirty that game up, and y'all can't be finesse. And Texas Tech is all finesse to me. So, and finesse just doesn't beat scrappy. So I'm going with Utah.
Yeah. Hey, elevation, that is going to play a factor. Utah being the home team here, Texas Tech going into there. But look, man, I'm a little torn. This is why I think this is my favorite game of the week. And I kind of agree with you what you're saying on Utah. Their quarterback, Dampier's looked really nice, averaging almost 275 pass yards a game, 8 tugs, mid-70 completion percentage. But look, man, that defense of Texas Tech, I'm telling you, they're allowing 1.3 yards per carry. That's like best in the nation. And they're nearly blanking opponents in the first half. So Utah, they better come with a fucking game plan is what I'm saying. And if they can execute and just be physical with them, play like Utah football, I think it could work. And it'll be up to if they can handle that defensive line again and how they're going to handle that run defense. This is going to be a win it in the trenches type of football game is what I'm thinking. And you know what? I like Utah when you come down to like Utah and how they recruit and the type of dudes they recruit. I trust a Utah team to want to win in their trenches, or at least, fucking punch you in the mouth a little bit. That's always the type of dudes that they are good at recruiting. And
hey, Austin, you said Texas Tech in defense. When has Texas? Who have they played to actually been able to show you that their defense is for real? You want to listen to their first? Arkansas playing Buff, Kent State, and Oregon State. You think that defense is real?
I mean,
Arkansas playing Buff, Kent, and Oregon State.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't wrong. I'm just telling you,
defense doesn't go together.
No, that's a score. That's a score 50 points a game, give up 40 a game type of team always. No, you're right. I'm just saying what it's been. It's like Illinois. The competition hasn't been that good. You're still putting up numbers, but let's see what you do against the big dogs now, right? Let's see if you can piss in the tall grass, hang with the big dogs, right? Otherwise, find your little dog self back to the short grass. That's about what it is. So I don't know. I want to watch that. That should be a fun game. I really like that one. Yeah, it should be a hell of a game. I don't know. I think. Oh, I'm gonna take Texas Tech. Fuck it. I don't want to do it. I'm doing it. For me, it's coming down to the unis. I like Texas Tech unis. I like the black and red. It looks I don't know. I think if they wear the all black unis, I don't know what they're gonna wear, but I've always liked their look, to be honest. So when I have to do a tiebreaker, I'm going off vibes. I'm going off uni vibes, and I'm just taking Texas Tech on the uni vibes to be my tiebreaker.
We gotta start writing these down, Austin, because I'm gonna love the Tuesday show. I'm gonna love coming here and reminding you that I told you so. Now listen. Now I'm one of them types. Hey, I told you now. So
hey, rightfully
that's the
so. If I
one.
say something,
Yeah.
that's the one. We do got to write some. There's some stuff we got to write down. I totally agree. All right, let's bring this ship on home right before news desk. Like we said at the top, big series in baseball this week, and arguably the biggest series in baseball. If there's any baseball you're going to be watching this weekend, I don't care how you do it. If it's got to be Stream East, illegal, whatever, find a way to watch Houston versus the Mariners. This weekend's 3-game set kicking off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And despite that Seattle win streak, winning 10 straight, it snapped. They lost finally. Houston, because of that, Houston once again leads the AL West by a half game. Even though Seattle went on that mad run, they pulled ahead for a second there. Houston's back in the front going into this series. And look, man, how we talk about, but how fucking good has Cal Raleigh been? Like, he's got the home run records. He's gonna, if he doesn't break Griffey's record, I'll be shocked. And for me, like I said, I think if he wants MVP, knowing that Judge is just balling out, I think Seattle needs to win the division, and he needs 60, which seemed absurd. That should win anyone MVP any single season of ever. If you hit 60 home runs and don't win MVP, something is rigged. Something is severely wrong. So, but if your team kind of sucks, then I guess, Seattle doesn't suck. They're a legit World Series contender. But, hey, this might be the best they've been looked as a collective unit.
In a long time.
Do we say since 01?
Shit. I mean, I don't see why. God damn, 24 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, I don't know. Let's kind of go in. I don't know. I think if Houston wins that, this is one of the last series. And then you said they got the Colorado Rockies, they got Los Angeles Dodgers. Rockies, they should be able to take care of business there. Dodgers, even if they just win one there, man, they got to win the series.
Yeah, they got to get it done this weekend. No, I think if they don't get it done this weekend, it's going to look a little crazy. So we just going to need the team to rally together. And, the Big Dumper just got to – listen, he has to be big boy draws this weekend. Big boy draws this whole weekend. So, yeah, but they got to get it done this weekend. If not, I think it's going to look real slim for them.
All right, that's great stuff. Let's go into the news desk, Joe. If you want to join us for the news desk to bring us home,
can do.
Hey, Joey. What do we got for the news desk this week?
All right, so we got 2 items for you. The first one is our thoughts on this man currently now on your screen. Clayton Kershaw announced he's hanging up the cleats after this season, wherever the Dodgers finish in the postseason. What are our thoughts on his legacy? Where does he stand among pitching greats? As you see here, almost 20 years, 3 Cy Youngs, 2014 MVP, World Series champ. I've seen him kill my Cubs and then seen Anthony Rizzo homer off him in the playoffs. Storied career for this Dodger great.
I'm saying that's the best Dodgers pitcher of all time, right? Second most wins in Dodgers history behind only Don Sutton. He's got the most strikeouts in Dodgers history. He's only one in Dodgers history with 3,000 strikeouts. His career average, the batting average he's allowed in his career is 211. It's absolutely absurd. Only Sandy Koufax back in the day had lower than that. A 211 batting average allowed is absolutely absurd. And with a 254 career ERA, this is a first ballot Hall of Famer. This is the best pitcher in Dodgers history.
Will you give him top 15 pitcher of all time?
Oh man, should we try to rank off the top 15 pitchers of all time and see if he gets in there, or we see?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe not now. I would need some time to kind of sit back and think about it.
Okay.
But I'm with you. If he's number one in Dodgers, it should put him up there. At least let's say this era, because even that Sandy Koufax thing, let's be clear. Clayton Kershaw facing killers now. I tell people all the time, eras. I know people don't like comparing eras, but the athletes are faster, they're stronger, they're better, they have better nutrition, they have better coaches. So I just think this era now is so much better that he would have wiped the floor with.
I think okay, if you get rid of everyone before, let's just call it 1960, right? Like get rid of the 1907 guys, the 1915 type of guys. I think like Greg Maddux, Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, maybe Roger Clemens, like Kurt Schilling, perhaps Kershaw, Verlander, Mike Mussina, Scherzer, Roy Halladay, Nolan Ryan. I think I said Nolan Ryan, but Tom Glavine. Like, there's a lot of names where I think he could definitely. I'm Sabathia. I mean, shit. I might go as far as say, like, if you just think guys that started their career after like 1960, I think he's probably top 10. I'll say top 10 of every guy started after 1960.
Yeah. I mean, because he was better than half of those guys you just named, and that's my opinion.
His peak, very few, his peak might be top 5 of all time. With growing up watching Clayton Kershaw, was an honor. It was a damn honor. That guy was the first electric pitcher, just nastiest stuff I remember watching growing up, because I saw Randy Johnson, I saw that, but Kershaw's movement on his pitches, I had never seen a curveball drop 17 feet like his do. I don't know. I think his peak was top 5.
Yeah, Randy Johnson's my favorite of all time. I seen him one time to actually see him, and I'm 6'3". Like I said, he looked at like a fucking
big
giant
unit.
I mean, he was huge in real life, and like you said, to see a ball come from 6'11" on down. So that's my favorite pitcher of all time, Randy Johnson. So that's just little facts. But
Joey, he in your top 15?
Oh yeah, I would say so. There's not a lot of pitchers nowadays, just because of the way baseball's managed, that are kind of must-see appointment TV. Like, there are phenomenal pitchers, but they're not lasting 8 innings, 9 innings, doing complete games, no hitters as much. It's just different. And so that's one of those guys where you would make your schedule, either if you're watching it or if the Dodgers are in town, you're going to see him. Not that I'm putting him in the same category as Kershaw, but I remember watching when the Giants had that run and everyone wanted to see Tim Lincecum. That's kind of one of those pitchers where you went, okay, I want to go see the Giants today because the freak is pitching, and I got to see that live. I know different career arc, what have you, but
electric factor.
Yeah, and so it's this thing with Kershaw. It's like, wow, I'm seeing one of the greatest pitchers in history. I have to carve out that time to do it. You have to witness it, whether it's on your couch and comfy with popcorn or in person. You are setting the time to do that. We don't have that opportunity a lot anymore. So he really fits that bill.
Very good. Yeah, I think we all are in agreement. This is a top 10 pitcher of all time. All right, what's next on the news desk for us? Bring it home.
All right, our news desk final item takes us to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So, a lot of times we hear that about Little League World Series. This story is a little different, and I think a little more fun. So, D3 school, Lycoming College. Has anyone ever been to Lycoming College?
Yeah, speak English when you say that. I don't know what you just said.
It's spelled like Lycoming, but it's Lycoming, like you're combing your hair. And they're making headlines because they got a new freshman D lineman. You go, all right, cool. D3 school, nice story. Freshman making a big impact. The difference here is this freshman is 58 years old. His name,
oh boy.
His name's Tom Sillo. He's from the area. He was a high school football player, quit the team, had some rough times in his youth, turned things around, family man, worked for the city and Parks and Rec, etc. for over 30 years. And after all his kids are, ready to rock, family's complete, 30 years later goes, I need to go back to school and live out my dream of playing college football. And he got in contact with the school. He made the team. It wasn't just be a football player for a day. He's a D lineman for this school. Mr. 58-year-old lineman going against the college elite in the D3. I wanted to bring this up because that was an awesome story. Our thoughts on this. And if there is a dream you're still chasing that could maybe still be achievable in our lives as non-celebrity, but can become stars in something we want to be in?
So I salute Tom. I really do. I want to start off positive by saying, Tom, I respect that you want to get this off your bucket list. You actually had the opportunity. You actually made the team. Listen, he looks like a tough guy too. I'm not gonna lie to you. That looks like a face that actually could probably play some football. Yeah. So I salute it, Tom. I salute it, and I'm so happy for you, but please don't do it. You are 58 years old. You're going to fucking hurt yourself. Yeah, you're going to fucking hurt yourself. I'm just being honest. Because people think D3 is just a whole bunch of JV guys. No, in this era, D3 is filled with athletes. Now, granted, D3 lines are usually smaller. You don't have the big, huge 6'4", 6'5", 300-pound lineman, so he can get away because the specialty guys are going to be a little bit more athletic. But Tom, please, you're 58. The kids, talk to him. His grandkids, please talk him out of that. And I'm glad you're doing it because if I had a chance, I would love to be in a movie with Denzel. So listen, and if it happened to me at 70, God damn it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care if my lines are 2 words. I'm gonna do it. But that's a non-contact sport, Tom.
Yeah,
you're gonna get hurt, buddy.
Yeah, and look, hey, you don't gotta be fast to be a DN. Well, you do, but hey, you can find. I'm surprised he made the team because there's no way he's fast. There's no way he's bendy. There's no way he's got anything of like. I respect that you are hustling to get out there. Look, I broke myself trying to go practice playing a men's league baseball league. I'm broken at 30. So to be at 58 and go out there and play some football with some grown-ass D3 men, like, hey, my hat's off to you, but, sir, you're going to get your ass broken. So, I mean, hey, do we know if he's starting? Is he starting or is he just on the team?
That team
is he going to actually get
starting?
I was going to say, is he going to get snaps?
You know, I didn't look at their latest stat sheet. Now I got to look this up for you. But
I mean, hey, look.
If nothing else, I'm gonna keep up with it. So maybe it was a publicity stunt on their end. I'm invested. God damn it, I'm invested.
I'll be looking for highlights this weekend. I'm gonna try to see if he got a snap and what he did with that action. I want to see the huddle on this one because hey.
Wow.
Never know. I hope he gets a tackle.
Yeah, he has no stats yet, but they're currently 0-2 and face Dickinson this weekend. So maybe he's the spark for the winning streak.
I can't do it. I'm 43 and they asked me to play in the flag football, and I said no, I'm not gonna do it. And they say all you got to do is play quarterback. I said no because somebody's gonna rush me and I'm gonna have to run around. Hell no.
Tear an ACL.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, hey, look, if I was 58 and still chasing my dream, hopefully at that point I'd become a GM of the Green Bay Packers, but I don't see that dream happening ever. That doesn't mean I'm not going to pursue it the way Tom here is pursuing his D3 football career. So good for him. Proud of you, Tom. Good stuff, man.
And that's all we got from the Newsdesk, gentlemen. A light load. I thought it was a fun story to end this with because it's not every day you get a 58-year-old tackle on your on your roster. And by the way, on the website it doesn't say freshman, it says first year. So give him a little grace there. Respect. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging with us to the end here. That's another wrap on Chalk Talk Social. All y'all have a good weekend watching some football, and we're going to see you back on Tuesday with some action to get after the top 10 and 10, probably bitch at each other who got their picks right. But until then, we'll see you later.